John Donne, Go and Catch a Falling Star. Form of the poem. The poet uses a colloquial style or a conversation which is ordinary and very familiar. This conversation is not formal or literary, it is an informal conversation. The poem is like a song. It has been named song also. The tone of the poem is very light and frivolous and humorous too. That is, it is insignificant, it is comic, and even causes laughter. All the three stanzas of the poem have the same rhyme scheme and meter. In the first stanza, the poet establishes his major point or theme that it is impossible to find fidelity in a woman. In the second stanza, he again stresses that even if a person has magical powers and undertakes a long journey of the world, even for 10,000 days and nights, he would not be able to find a faithful woman. In the third stanza, he reaches the conclusion that even if a person finds a faithful woman or a loyal woman, she will not stay faithful for a long time. And by the time he will reach his home or inform the poet, that woman will turn unfaithful. This shows that the poet has fixed views about women's infidelity. That is, it is not possible to find a faithful woman in the whole world. John Donne, Go and Catch a Falling Star. Rhyme scheme of the poem. The rhyme scheme of Go and Catch a Falling Star is quite consistent. It is also predictable. This consistent rhyme scheme makes the movement of the poem very steady and gentle. It follows a sing-song pattern. This pattern lightens the tone of the poem. The first and third stanzas follow the rhyme scheme AB, AB, CC, DDD. The first stanza, star root AB, R foot AB, singing stinging CC, find wind mind DDD. The third stanza also follows the same rhyme scheme. No sweet AB, go meet AB, her letter CC, she be 3 DDD. Now the second stanza is slightly different. Sights C AB, nights D AB, me D B B. Then you have swear, wear, and fair. C, C, C. The lines of the poem also follow a syllable pattern that changes within different sets of rhyme. The first 4 lines have the same syllables, that is 7. The next 2 lines contain 8 syllables. Then you have 2 syllable lines. Finally, the stanza ends with 7-syllable line. This pattern of go and catch a falling star is very unusual, and it works best if you have to read the poem aloud. Donne titled this poem as Song, as it was either meant to be read or sung according to him. John Donne, Go and Catch a Falling Star. Meter of the poem, Go and Catch a Falling Star. The poet uses iambic tetrameter in this poem. Iambic is a foot of poetry that follows the pattern of an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. Tetrameter is a line written in tetrameter. Tetra means 4. So it will have 4 feet or 8 syllables. In Go and Catch a Falling Star, most lines are made up of 4 feet, and each line follows a stressed and then an unstressed beat pattern. John Donne's Go and Catch a Falling Star. Use of alliterations. The occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words is called alliteration. The repetition of identical or similar sounds at the beginning of words or in stressed syllables is called alliteration. Alliterations appear in 2 word sequences which fit in with the poem's use of 2 word iambic lines. Line 8 of Go and Catch a Falling Star has the alliteration What wind. Line 5 and 6 have singing, stinging. Line 10 Beast born, strange sights. Line 20 Such, sweet. Line 22 Might, meet. Line 24 Last letter. Line 27 2. John Donne, Go and Catch a Falling Star. Use of hyperbole. Hyperbole is an exaggerated statement in order to emphasize a certain characteristic of something. Hyperbole is used to communicate all kinds of feelings and amuse or surprise people with the creativity of a description. Donne takes something that is impossible in this poem and compares it to his idea that to find an honest woman is equally impossible. He uses a series of exaggerations in order to stress his central idea or theme that it is impossible to find a trustworthy, loyal woman. These exaggerations are: first, to go and catch a falling star. This is an impossible task. Second is to impregnate a mandrake root. This is also an impossible task because no one can impregnate a mandrake root and make it give birth to a human child. The third exaggeration is to teach the poet to listen to the songs of mermaids. This is also an impossible task, as no one can make the poet listen to the songs of mermaids. The next task that he gives is to tell him where the past time has gone. This is also an impossible task. Then he says that can anyone tell him how to keep away the stings of envy or jealousy? We know that no one can tell how to keep away the pricks of envy or jealousy. He uses exaggerations in the second and third stanzas too. Thus, we see that by the use of hyperbole, Donne stresses his point that it is not possible to find a faithful woman, as it is not possible to perform the tasks which he has given. Go and Catch a Falling Star by John Donne. Symbolism in the poem. Symbolism is the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities. It is an artistic and poetic movement or style using symbolic images and indirect suggestion to express mystical ideas, emotions, or states of mind. The symbols used in Go and Catch a Falling Star are first one, stars. Stars are a symbol of divinity, purity, hope, wishes, faithfulness, and inspiration. Here in the poem, the falling star symbolizes the speaker's falling and diminishing hope and purity. The next symbol is the mandrake root. Mandrake roots are mythical. These roots are believed to have humanoid shape. They are even believed to have magical powers. They were used in witchcraft. It is believed that they grow under hanged men. It is also believed that they scream when they are pulled up. They symbolize poets' fear of deceit and mistrust of women. They are a symbol of Donne's belief that it is not possible to find faithful women anywhere in the world. The next symbol is the devil's foot. The devil is believed to be a deceiver in every religion. Now, Donne has associated woman with devil's cleft foot or divided foot, which symbolizes the split or the difference between spoken words and deeds of women. The next symbol is mermaids. Mermaids are associated with Greek mythology and also the attraction and dangers of sex. Mermaids used to lure sailors into death. It is a belief. Now, poet associates them with the duplicity and deception and faithfulness of women. Thank you.